Hello. My wife said I ought to do some research on losing weight, so I have, and here it is. Controlling your weight or losing weight should be a simple matter of ensuring that the calories you put into your body through food and drink are burnt off in equal measure to maintain your weight, or burnt off in excess of the intake to lose weight. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. I'll start with a couple of examples of the calories in and calories out, just to give you an idea of what sort of problems exist. A Mars bar, that's the chocolate bar that can help you work, rest and play, contains 260 calories. Cleaning your house or your flat for an hour or walking for an hour will burn off a little bit more than 260 calories. So being physically active for an hour will be enough to allow you the luxury of a Mars bar. Just don't have a cappuccino with it, because that will potentially add another 120 calories to your intake, depending on the type of milk that you use. Thinking about lunch now rather than a snack, a Big Mac, medium fries and a medium regular Coke will give you over 1,000 calories. Bear in mind here that the average recommended daily calorie intake for a man is, 2,500 calories, give or take, and for a woman about 2,000 calories. So to burn off that Big Mac meal, you would need to clean the house for an hour, go for a 1 hour walk, wash the car and perhaps polish it too, and do some gardening, about 4 hours of physical activity. So yeah, the amount that we take in, it's quite difficult to burn it all off again. Now for many people who start a new diet or a new fitness regime, or indeed very often both together, the initial results are often very positive. They lose some weight. The problem is that they cannot sustain this weight loss. After a couple of weeks, the fall in weight tapers off, and by week 3 or 4, people find it almost impossible to lose any more weight. So they give up. Different studies have slightly different results. One study reported by Bowerman about UK dieters suggested that 19 days is the average length of time that dieters stayed on their diet. Another study reported by Kirikova, again conducted in the UK, claimed that the average diet lasted for 5 weeks before it was given up. Worryingly, many people, up to 2/3 from the study just mentioned, actually gained weight during their diet. But for now, let's think about why people give up diets after 2 or 3 weeks. Firstly, and I guess most obviously, there is the self-control aspect, or willpower. A diet often means avoiding the foods that people enjoy most. High-calorie, high-sugar foods, like cakes. If you notice that you have lost weight, the temptation to reward yourself is often too much to resist. So a nice cream cake or chocolate gets eaten. This reward can make you feel bad, so the guilt kicks in after eating the cake and the person feels terrible about it. In an attempt to cheer themselves up, they eat another piece of cake. We often see this type of behaviour in people trying to quit smoking. Once one cake or one cigarette has been consumed, the old habits start again. In the case of weight loss, the diet effectively stops. Another reason for many people is that the initial weight loss in those first week or so is due to loss of water in the body. About 60% of the human body is in fact water. When dieting, the body often, but not always, loses water. The reason for this is usually that people's typical diet, those who are not trying to lose weight, contains a lot of processed food. So takeaway pizzas, frozen pizzas, that sort of thing. And this food contains a lot of sodium. Now, your kidneys excrete sodium in your urine if it's not needed. However, if there's too much sodium in your kidneys for your kidneys to excrete, the sodium starts to accumulate in your blood, causing you to hold water. When people start on a diet and the processed food that they often eat is replaced with more natural, unprocessed food, the kidneys can start to flush out this excess sodium and the water weight that accompanies it. The result of this is a sudden loss of weight, which is mostly water. Once the sodium in your blood is back to its optimum or normal levels, the water doesn't need to be removed from the body, which results in less weight loss or even no weight loss. When this happens, people often lose faith in the diet, especially after such good results in the first week or two. And when the results are not happening, they then give up the diet. So perhaps the answer might seem quite simple. Persevere with the diet even when the weight loss slows down or stops. In the long run it should work. Unfortunately, it's not quite so simple. I'll look at the longer term problems and how to overcome them in a later talk. So until next time, thank you.